TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo is very interesting, guys, and here's why. It answers the myth: Olympic wrestling or MMA wrestling. These two are arguably the best at each. Daniel Cormier is an Olympic wrestler. Ben Askren is an Olympic wrestler. Fair enough. Fair enough. Khabib might as well be an Olympic wrestler. MMA wrestling is completely different. We saw that when John Jones took down DC. We saw that when Gustafsson took down DC. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Olympic wrestling ain't the real deal. However, I will ask you this. Henry Cejudo is the best Olympic wrestler in MMA. If you talk about amateur experience in the wrestling scene, not to mention that he defied all odds with winning the gold medal in the first place. He was the final seed going into the Olympics as a wrestler in his weight class, and he came out on top of everyone. So if there's a guy who can rise to the occasion, it's him. He wasn't expected to beat Demetrius Johnson not too long ago. However, I do not give him that much credit for beating Demetrius Johnson. He said in an interview after the fight, "I'm going to outsmart TJ Dillashaw like I outsmarted Demetrius Johnson." How the fuck did you outsmart Demetrius Johnson? It was a razor close fight that arguably could have went to DJ. Demetrius Johnson broke his foot in the fight and suffered another injury, which I can't think of off the top of my head. He was injured beyond belief. Fair enough, it happened in the fight, but it's a freak accident. He breaks his foot off of a kick that was landing on you non-stop. It's not like he kicked straight into your shin and broke his foot. He kicked your leg, just so happened he broke his foot. You know? I hate when guys aren't real, you know? Henry Cejudo, in my opinion, his whole narrative going into this fight is, look, I've beat him, and now I'm going to move on to the next guy. Don't be going on about how you outsmarted Demetrius Johnson, because you didn't outsmart Demetrius Johnson. You're way bigger than him. Fair enough, you beat him. Fair enough. But I think TJ's going to give you that work. I'm talking to you, Henry Cejudo, right now. I know Henry Cejudo watches all of my fucking videos, so I'm talking to him right now. TJ Dillashaw's going to give you the pounding of a lifetime. Bap, you ain't seen striking like this. You may think you've seen Demetrius Johnson striking. This one has power behind it, okay? This one doesn't hit like he's fucking throwing feathers at you, okay? TJ Dillashaw's got knockout power. He's a finisher. He's only going to be better at 125. He's going to be the same size as Henry Cejudo. Demetrius Johnson was a lot smaller than Henry Cejudo. Demetrius Johnson is small for flyweight. That's how crazy it is that he was champion for so long, and his reign lasted so long. Now, Henry Cejudo, I give him all the credit in the world. He's got knockout power. He's a savage. He's got great Olympic wrestling. But I think that TJ Dillashaw's MMA wrestling game is going to be enough to negate the wrestling of Cejudo's, and he's going to be able to spot the obvious advances of Cejudo. Cejudo, what does he do? He gets the body lock. He goes for an inside-out trip. That's what he does. That's literally what he does. You rarely ever see Cejudo recently diving in on a double leg or going for a single leg, because, to be honest, at this point, at the top of MMA, if you've trained wrestling whatsoever, you should not be getting taken down to a single leg. Let's be real. Now, I think TJ Dillashaw's going to light him up. Henry Cejudo's very good straight down the pipe. He's a karate striker now. All of a sudden, Henry Cejudo's a karate striker. I can't remember the fight he lost before, but he fought Wilson Hayes, and all of a sudden, this guy's Lyoto Machida in the ring, coming out like this, like proper like punches straight down the pipe. He knocked out Wilson Hayes. Very impressive. Very impressive. I believe it was in the second round with a straight right hand. Let me know if I'm wrong. But straight punches don't work on TJ Dillashaw. Okay, he's never coming at you in a straight line. He's never just coming straight forward at you. You know what he's doing? He's going left, right. What's coming? What's happening? He's left and he's right. What the fuck is TJ going to do to me? Something's going to happen. Who knows? Is he going to go left, right, and into a double leg and sweep under you? No, is that not happening? Okay. He's going to do a left, right, and then come over the top with a head kick that you don't even see coming because it's from a weird angle. Is he going to do a left, right with jabs the whole time? His striking game for a wrestler who... He came into the UFC as a wrestler. His striking game is on another level. He's been knocked out once, which in reality wasn't even really a knockout. He's got a solid chin. even though he got knocked down by Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt hits hard. Ask Dominic Cruz about knockdowns against Cody Garbrandt because he got knocked down a fucking couple of times that fight. Cody Garbrandt's got power. He caught TJ coming in. People say TJ was saved by the bell in this fight against Cody Garbrandt. I couldn't disagree more. I think the only reason he went in for such a reckless exchange was because he knew that there was less than 10 seconds left. You see it in the clip. He hears the clacks and he's like, right, let's go. Try and secure the round because he's been cheated out of decisions before, in his mind. I think Cruz beat him. But yeah, I like TJ Dillashaw in this fight all day, every day. But if Cejudo wins, I won't be surprised. I won't be like, wow, Cejudo did it. But Cejudo has the capacity to win. But I think that TJ Dillashaw is a real threat. He's not a 125-pounder, and neither is Cejudo. I'm literally two people in my own head sometimes, guys. When I make this video, I'm starting to realise it more and more nowadays. In my videos, I'm literally arguing with myself. You hear what I just said there? TJ Dillashaw isn't a 125-pound fighter, but then again, neither is Cejudo. I'm literally arguing with myself. I'm like Gollum. Like, everything I say, I have an answer for myself. Just me? Anyway, guys. I think TJ Dillashaw is going to get it done in the third round with a head kick. I think Cejudo isn't going to have seen striking like this. Demetrius Johnson, in my opinion, didn't even show up to the Cejudo fight. To be honest, he's broken his record. I think Rising won championship. We're calling him up. Look, we got $1 million on the line here. Are you coming or not? Oh, let me just beat this schmuck first. I've already finished him in the first round. Rising saying, we ain't got long. You want to get this $1 million deal? You better come over here real quick. Demetrius Johnson, let me just beat Cejudo first. And then eventually things bite him in the ass. He doesn't beat Cejudo. Cejudo beats him. However you feel about the decision, I just don't think Cejudo is that highly rated, especially against a guy of TJ's attributes. I don't know. I think TJ just might wipe the floor with him. I see the argument for Cejudo. I know TJ can be knocked out because we've seen him be knocked down against Cody Garbrandt at the end of the first round. Whether that was his fault or not, we've seen that he's taken a shot and he's been put on his ass. We've also seen him get knocked out against John Dodson on the Ultimate Fighter finale. Think back all the way back then. You didn't even know I had that piece of knowledge in my mind. I have every bit of knowledge. TJ Dillashaw was knocked out by John Dodson, who was a flyweight in his UFC career, in the Ultimate Fighter finale. Now, it was a weird punch, came across the back of the head. Not John Dodson's fault. TJ Dillashaw was at an awkward angle. It hit him on the back of the head. Kind of a clothesline. TJ got knocked out. Fair enough. But I think that TJ's going to absolutely whoop him. I've rambled so much this video. I'm sorry. But, yeah. See you later, guys. Like and subscribe. Videos are going to be coming full steam ahead. I'll see you later. I've pressed stop recording. It's not